Hi, this is Trent from trent.net.au. I'm having a look today at the LG 47LM8600 Smart TV series with the 3D TV functionality in it. It's a great unit, so let's take a look at it. So here it is, the LG 47LM8600 series TV. It's a smart TV, and as you can see, the design is fantastic. Not a penny spared with the construction of these devices. There's not too much plastic to be seen, which is unlike many brands of the current day, and it's got a nice, very slim and thin border line, so you've got more picture than you have borders on it. The speakers are towards the bottom of the unit, which of course helps with this, and it's a superb picture. Now if we take a look at it, down there is your little illuminated logo, and you've got a thin strip that's also got the display information, so whether it's in standby or not, and when you're pressing the remote it also reacts to that. Round the right hand side we've got controls for changing the TV when you haven't got a remote, so there's channel changing buttons, volume changing, there's an OK button, a settings button, an input button and a power button. Regulation labels on the back and your power cord. If we go around to the left hand side of the unit, you've got some USBs, one for your hard drive for PVR functionality or viewing various things. There's a USB connector for connecting keyboard and mice, which you can use for the internet browsing functionality, and one titled USB apps. There's 4 HDMI ports there, so you can plug in all sorts of devices including Blu-ray players. Down the bottom here we've got an optical out for your audio, so for your surround sound systems. There's a cable for your antenna. Then there's 2 inputs here for AV and component, and they're like little 3.5 inch plugs. What you do is you've actually got included adapters with the kit that you plug in and you connect your cables. There's an audio port for computer audio, and then a computer port for your display, and there's also a LAN port for plugging in a hardwired cable to the internet. Now what you get with this unit is 2 sets of these wonderful 3D glasses, and they're the 3D technology similar to what you have in the movies. You can actually use the same glasses. Nice and easy to replace if you break them or you need a few extra pairs. You do actually get 2 sets included with the TV, so that means 4 pairs, and they're something like $20 or $30 to replace. And there's also a pair of dual play games glasses for when you're playing computer games in split view. You can actually use those to show your left and right, or 1 and 2 player options. Now the other little bits and pieces included are the cables for the AV in and the component in, and a few different manuals, one for the smart remote and one for the TV itself. Let's have a go and fire it up and see what it does. So now we've got the TV powered up for the first time. The easiest way to configure it, and actually you will need it, is using the Magic Remote, which is a fantastic little device to enable your smart TV to work, well, you know, much like a computer like. It's got controls for your turning it on and off, back home, there's a scroll wheel, navigational buttons, volume, program, mute, there's a 3D button and a My Apps button. So we'll begin the configuration by pressing OK. We choose our language, then we press Start to basically configure the Magic Control. This is just like a tutorial on how to use it. So we just complete a few steps in that process. And then we're done. And then we just go through configuring the TV. So we select where we've got our TV, country, state, Press start connection because I'm going to do it wirelessly. Choose wireless. There we go, I'm connected. And now we're going to configure our TV tuning. And everything's going off around me. And it's just scanning for all the digital TV channels at the moment. In my area, analog TV's already been switched off, so what it will do after it's done configuring the digital channels, it'll scan for the analog channels, but we already know we haven't got any around here, so I'll skip that process now. And there we go, it's all configured. And it'll just show you all the stuff that it's done, so you press complete when you're done. You may already see we've got a channel up. This is just a standard channel, ABC1. It's coming in at 576i in terms of quality. That's not always fantastic on some TV sets, but this picture looks pretty damn good for just a standard definition picture. That's due to the upscaling capabilities that the TV has, and I think that's quite marvellous. We haven't done any configuration yet, so we might just go in and have a look at the menu functions. When you first access it, you have to press the My Apps button on the Magic Remote. You have to go through and agree to some terms and conditions that are provided, and then you get your menu there. This little menu lets you access all sorts of things, including the program guide, some 3D TV watching. You can go into the internet browser, choose your inputs, or essentially say the settings, and we're going to have a look at the settings for the minute. So many options you can configure on this TV through picture, sound, the way it's tuned, time settings, program locks for parental controls. There's also testing functions if you're having issues with your picture or your sound. You can do it all quite easily in this menu, and it's also got signal testing as well. With the picture, you can actually obtain perfect energy settings by adjusting the energy saving mode. This TV actually has the highest energy saving rating in Australia for a television. So we can go in there and we can change based on various settings: minimum, maximum, medium. There's an auto. It try and optimize it based on the settings, like the lighting in the house and that sort of thing. So I'll just change a couple of these to show you what it looks like. So you can go maximum, and that'll really reduce the brightness on the backlight. But you know, you can find something that you're very comfortable with and work it out to be pretty damn good. So you've got settings for adjusting sounds. You can do there's virtual surround sounds and sound optimization to boost levels in audio on certain channels and that sort of thing. In the tuning menu, you can redo your tuning, or you can manually adjust some tuning settings. You can edit channels that are on and stuff like that. In the clock settings, you can set on and off times, there's sleep timers, and you can adjust the clock setting. The lock section is for parental guidance and other sort of locks. In the option, you can do things like you can change the little logo that's sitting at the bottom of the screen. Standby lights, hard of hearing, as in teletext captions. You can change the language, the country, the little help things that pop up on the side there. You can turn those off if you don't like them. There's settings to check your network settings and set up your network connection again if you need to. In the support tab, there's software updates, so you can update the operating system on the TV, picture, sound, signal tests, information, nifty little information on the TV, and even a user guide for you to take a look at if you need some help with things. Back to the My Apps menu. So you've got an input selector, there's settings, home is your menu where all your fancy applications are. There's a search thing, you can search online for all different stuff. Internet browser, the 3D button turns it into 3D, so you can watch 3D no matter what the program is. Access your recent settings. There's a program guide and a user guide, so you can see what's going on and get some help if you need it. And there's also a few other applications, including DVR, which allows you to plug in a hard drive to your computer, a brand new hard drive into your TV, I should say, and be able to record to the hard drive and then watch later. So like you've got a digital video recorder, but just with a hard drive. It's easy and it's efficient if all you want is that TV in the house. So let's take a look at the home section and see a few of these applications that this thing has got and the power it's got with these applications. So we've got a premium section, so that's applications you either buy or have come included with the TV that are region specific. You can also add your own. It's got a store like your iPhones and your Android phones. There's a section for 3D movies, so you can check out some free films or you can have a look at some paid ones, and they're purchased through LG. LG World is also a combination of applications that LG have provided, or they might have, interesting smart applications you can indulge yourself in. And Smart Share is basically hooking up the TV to a computer via a piece of software on your network, and you can watch videos and whatnot on your TV set. As easy as just opening that smart application, finding the thing you want to watch and watching it. Now if we go into the premium section, this lists all the premium applications you've got available to us. In Australia we've got the Big Pond collection, the Big Pond movies and the TV. We've got catch-ups, so there's iView, +7 from Yahoo, SBS On Demand, and that allows you to catch up on TV programs. Then there's a few little extras like the News Limited papers have got one, CNET have got one, there's AFL and NRL football analyzers, Red Bull TV, Al Jazeera. If you've got the right microphone and camera set from LG, you can actually Skype on this TV, which is pretty nifty. Check the weather. There's also streaming radio on the Vtuner, Google Maps, Facebook and YouTube, which is fairly nifty. We'll take a quick look at the Big Pond movies to show you the capabilities of the fact that you can watch this sort of home entertainment on the set and have no dramas at all. It's fairly easy to do. You just need to get a Big Pond Movies account to do this, which is easy. If you go to bigpond.com on the computer, you can find it that way. So let's go into free trial movies. It's got a few different sections. You can sort of look at movies if you've got subscriptions already. Otherwise, you just choose some. So free movies, there's one called the Out of Towners. So we'll click OK for more information. And OK to watch it. And then you just agree to some basic terms and conditions. And press I agree, watch now. And then it should start streaming on the TV set. Like so. Nice and easy to watch films. You can purchase them quickly and easily. I think they're anywhere from about $4.99 onwards. Sometimes they have some $2.99 specials. You get 48 hours to watch them and 7 days to view them after you've purchased them, and then they simply, expire. They don't actually download to your TV set. They stream live, so you'll need a reasonable internet connection, something of an ADSL 1.5 or higher, probably an 8 meg connection at the lowest, and you'll get a good experience out of that. During my trial I have had issues with streaming, but that's been mainly down to the fact that my internet provider's been having some issues of their own and haven't been able to work it the way it should. Let's go back to the home section. And we'll go back to another premium application for the sake of checking out a few of these things. Essentially, the SBS On Demand, the iView and the Plus work the same way as the Big Pond movies, except they're just streaming TV episodes rather than movies themselves. So we'll take a quick squeeze at Google Maps. So Google Maps works anything like it does on the computer. You can use the navigational buttons on the remote and the scroller to zoom in. So we'll go in and zoom in on Australia. And you can browse to locations, you can plan routes, and you can even get satellite view, which looks very nifty. So we're scrolling to our region here, and it looks amazing on this TV set. I don't think I've enjoyed Google Maps quite as much as I have before I actually put this on the TV set. And I'm putting my town on the map right now. So if we choose option, we can actually turn topography mode on, like that. We can have satellite mode, so we'll see that. Beautiful. It could be fantastic in situations like emergency services planning. They wouldn't have to have a computer and an overhead projector going. They could just bring the TV up and use the magic remote to scroll in and out, take a look at different things, plan stuff. Fantastic idea. One more smart application for the sake of showing you some stuff. We will go and have a look at the YouTube. Basically enables you to watch YouTube videos on the TV. Fantastic thing. It's also a resource of great free 3D videos that you can watch and really experience the power of the 3D television on here. I'm not going to try and show you the 3D stuff on the video because it's just too hard to do that. But I will show you a dance music video for the sake of showing you what it really looks like. And the upscaling does wonders on this as well. You really wouldn't think that a video off YouTube would look as good as it does on this TV set, since sometimes they look rather shoddy even in a little window on the computer, but they do look pretty amazing. So we'll go to this one, Quest of a Dream. Just wait for that to get started. Might have to buffer it for a few seconds. Okay, let's play it. And it almost looks like we're watching a TV channel. It's that clear. And I reckon this is a really good video to preview, to show how it looks. Showing plenty of scenes around picturesque areas overseas. And the TV handles it wonderfully. Fabulous picture. So there you go, you can watch YouTube videos on your TV, easy, you just punch them in and off you go. And you've got the added bonus of being able to plug in your USB keyboard and type those in rather than needing to use the magic remote to click away. Let's have a look at one more application. So Vtune is basically an online streaming radio player. You can listen to any internet streams around the area, around the world, whatever, on the TV. Makes it very easy. If you've got a surround sound system already plugged into your TV, there you go, instant entertainment. So, we'll just choose this one, Mix 106.5, press play, and off it goes. Buffering. There you go. On the TV, fabulous. Nice and easy to use. The Magic Remote is another great feature. You don't get constricted to 101 buttons on the remote to control all the different smart features of the TV. It's got so many features, you could spend hours going through them on a video. You've really got to have a go at one of these TVs. They've really put some good efforts into them. There's a few downsides on the TV, but there's, you know, there's you look at them as downsides, but really all the positives outweigh them. There's a few little issues with software I've found with 20-minute videos on YouTube. It gets a bit funny about them. I don't know whether that's my internet connection or just the software that needs updating. I did notice I'm living in a place with 4 people that the rubber came off the Magic Remote. The rubber scroll wheel, it managed to loosen itself off. I guess someone did it by accident. I was able to put it back fine and it's been functioning perfectly. Maybe that could have been stuck instead of being actually free in there. Apart from that, everything else is pretty darn good. It's a lovely TV and it's well worth the money you'd spend on it. So check it out for yourself. Go down to a TV shop if you don't know someone that has one of these great TVs. It's the LG 47LM8600 and it's a fantastic unit. I can't wait to have one of these sitting in my bedroom.